Hello, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to another video. And without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Jerry Jones acknowledges Packers' early success with Micah Parsons. Maintains trade was right move. We're only just beginning week 2 of the 2025 NFL season. Yet, the Cowboys continue to field scores of questions regarding their decision to trade Micah Parsons. It doesn't help that Parsons' new team, the Green Bay Packers, are driving day after discussion with their dominant defensive performances through 2 weeks. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones remains steadfast, however, that he made the right decision in sending Parsons to Wisconsin. There are 30 other teams other than the Cowboys playing without Micah, Jones said Friday on 105.3 The Fan. There's ways to play defense and scheme that don't necessarily involve on any player, whether it be Deion Sanders looking way back or who it is. A lot of people won a lot of games and didn't have Deion Sanders on the field for them. How'd that happen? That's called you've got to have about minimum 40-some players to play this game. Jones has experience with moving one player for a collection of fresh faces. He famously traded running back Herschel Walker to Minnesota in a deal that awarded Dallas an assortment of draft picks the Cowboys eventually used to rebuild their roster into the dynastic club that won 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s. 30 years later, Dallas is still coasting on the energy produced by those triumphs. The Parsons deal was different, though, because Jones willingly moved an elite defender instead of paying him at market rate, and has since claimed it was a deal done with the belief it improved their chances of winning. Now I see an allocation. I see more of an allocation here, Jones explained, as opposed to Herschel Walker, which was to basically get draft picks and was basically a recognition that we would compete on another day. This was not that. This was a very conscious trade to get 3, 4, 5, 6 players for one, which will be better off. The one player, outstanding. He's an outstanding player, but we should be able to get, as a matter of fact, we've got one on the field, Kenny Clark, and of course, people say, but he's no Micah. Well, I'm not going to debate that at all because Micah is very, very special. But I'll tell you this right now. By the time this happens, and as we look forward to Dak's time when we made his contract, and we look forward, this was the best way to maximize our chance to get a Super Bowl for Dak. The Cowboys have played just 1 game in 2025 and have already demonstrated they have a truly competitive offense built around Prescott that features diverse play calling and enough playmakers to contend for the NFC East title. The same cannot be said for their defense, underscoring the significance of the Parsons trade. Parsons, meanwhile, is a star in a balanced, aggressive, and creative Green Bay defense that has through 2 weeks shut down to explosive NFC offenses that made deep playoff runs a year ago. The contrast is glaring, but according to Jones, it's also a necessary evil in the salary cap era. CD Lamb looking forward to facing Giants defender who hurt him in 2004. CD Lamb already had plenty of motivation entering the Cowboys week to game against the Giants after a couple of high-profile drop passes in the 4th quarter of the team season-opening loss to the Eagles. Lamb spoke openly to the media on Thursday about how he plans to let the work do the talking in a potential rebound opportunity against New York, but the 4-time Pro Bowl selection has even more reason to be motivated for the divisional showdown. It will bring him face-to-face with Giants quarterback Andrew Phillips, whom he claimed injured him during Dallas Week 13 win over the Giants last season. He tackled me and hurt me, Lamb said. So, I got something for him, for sure. Lamb had suffered an AC joint sprain in his right shoulder during the Cowboys' Week 9 loss to the Falcons in 2024. Then he re-aggravated the injury after this Phillips tackle. And as for the drops, Lamb said he's keeping it simple. Just relax, take a deep breath, let the game come to me, Lamb said. And when it does, take over. It's obviously simple to say and harder to do. But as for me, I feel like if I keep it that simple, it'll work out. The Cowboys and Giants kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. Cowboys and trade rumors for former 2nd-round pick. The Dallas Cowboys and trade rumors for a former 2nd-round pick to help fill a need for a backup at a key position. Reports out of Seattle suggest that running back Kenneth Walker III could be available, and his skill set would be a perfect complement for Javonte Williams. Walker is entering the final year of his rookie deal, so the timing couldn't be better for the Cowboys to strike. Walker has been one of the league's most explosive young backs since entering the NFL. In 3 seasons with the Seahawks, he has rushed for over 2,000 yards, averaging 4.2 yards per carry and scoring 26 total touchdowns. His blend of vision, burst, and ability to create big plays would immediately upgrade the Cowboys' rushing attack, which has lacked consistency. Dallas has leaned on Javonte Williams and sprinkled in some Miles Sanders, but the results have been lackluster. While the group has some depth with the unknown abilities of rookie Jaden Blue, does that group elicit confidence for a potent running game? Walker would instantly slide into that role, giving the Cowboys a dependable number 1 runner while still allowing Williams and Blue to contribute in complementary roles. The most important factor in Walker's trade value is his contract status. Entering the final year of his rookie deal, Walker will be a free agent in 2026 unless extended. Seattle faces a financial decision: either commit long-term money to Walker or give value for him now while they still can. Because of the situation, Walker likely won't command the same premium he would have a year ago. Instead of a data pick, the Cowboys could land him for mid-round draft compensation. For the Cowboys, giving up a 4th-round pick for a proven playmaker who can transform the run game is a bargain. Dallas has shown in the past that mid-round selections don't always yield impact players, so flipping one for an instant starter makes sense. Seattle drafted Zach Charbonnet in 2023, and he has shown signs of being a reliable workhorse with a more physical north-south running style. With Charbonnet under team control longer, the Seahawks may see Walker as an expandable asset. Trading him now prevents losing him for nothing in free agency and gives the team draft capital to address needs elsewhere on the roster. It's not a rebuild in Seattle, but it is a roster reshaping, and Walker could be a casualty of that transition. Would be a good signing for the America's team. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel.